I'm told the airship pilot has been sent to meet you. Ah, there he is. Alright, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you? It's an honor to finally meet you. We of the Garland Ironworks will be ferrying you and your contingent across the mountains and into Garlemald. For many of us, it will be something of a homecoming. Our illustrious founder was only our most notable Imperial defector. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of this expedition. Our resources are at your disposal, and if there is aught we might do to be of further assistance, please do not hesitate to ask. If you are ready to depart, I will ready the engines. Oh. Well, maybe I'll do a quick restroom break. All right. Let's do this.
Ilsabad, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly? On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius, the winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
Those fits are pretty good.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted
Oh, damn it.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps.
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
Huh.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
Just lop off their legs.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Said the
Having
quiet.
observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial Detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Not as cool as...
Once the
dismemberment.
scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into two groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies. As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most.
Fair.
I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Also fair. Meanwhile...
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Miss Stoller always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right, once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's Magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. A blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Easy there.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
So apparently in Garlemald, you get a gem embedded into your forehead. Yikes. Ooh, this could be interesting. Assuming is there nothing else you wish to confirm, we may commence the mission as soon as you are ready. Yeah, definitely glad I looked at that. Commence
Keep your wits about you. It's time.
We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
It would only last 10 seconds.
Must be losing my touch.
Didn't realize I could do DC damage. Beat his ass. Where's the cardboard box when you need it? Luckily, I've played quite a few stealth games in my time. And I actually enjoy playing stealth. Easy squeeze. Take out one at a time. I mean, that's the thing about stealth games, right? Really? You don't notice me? Really? You don't see me. Okay, sure. Why not? Or that loud noise a moment ago. None of that? No. Just walk right in.
Must be losing my touch.
Yeah. But see, that at least made sense. I was hiding behind it and he still saw me. That's okay. I bet is there an achievement for having zero detection? I bet there is.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
Wait a moment. This thing's gonna see the body and like just like does not care, is not enemy, must continue patrol. Field dissipating, do not care, is not enemy. Oh. I see I'm gonna have to go stealth just real fast. So we're just gonna run. Control tower. I'm guessing. I'm not entirely certain. Nobody noticed me.
Seven hells.
Oh, it's still saw me. I thought I was good at stealth games. Or did I just say I enjoyed them? Yes, that would have. Oh my god. Not walked into another one. Run, Thancred, run! Probably should have taken it from the other direction. But oh well. I'm just clearing this compound one at a time. Come on, you little bugger. Oh, you're just gonna stand there and wait, aren't you? What am I supposed to do? Please don't see me. I am one with the pylons. I am one with the pylons. I am one with the pylons, and the pylons are one with me. Oh my god. That was lucky. Withdraw from the supply bin.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
Well, you know.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
Hey. It's like the 4th of July up in there.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but... Wait! Something's coming!
It's like one. It's wild pigs.
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Say that out loud. Louder. Good thing I brought my tanks back.
Protect the others!
Maybe I should have picked things back. Of course, it would help if I picked up the tank.
But stay alert. Keep the carriages safe.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that doesn't matter.
Fear not, friends! The savior of Ishtar is here!
I guess I would have been forward as
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger. Go on ahead. We'll hold the line.
We're the
pretty interesting cinematic, though.
You lot alright back there?
Hodor. Yes.
We're fine. I'm ready for more. Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
Is that not where I'm at? Is this not the front line? Hey! I heard a thing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm at the front. I don't know what this means. Oh man. A follow. Thank you, Psychic Katana. There's like a 10-second delay, and I have my Streamlabs in performance mode, so I couldn't see. Thank you for following. 2 more away from 60. If you got any friends, send them on over here. Because once we're done doing the storyline, we're going to go straight to raiding. And feel free to chat. Put in your 2 cents. This channel isn't about me looking dumb while trying to play this game.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time.
Jesus, Justinian.
The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
It's not my fault they're weak.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
Sorry.
That I did.
Beat his ass. So this is what a pugilist looks like at high level. That's interesting. I haven't leveled one yet. I'm now tempted. Is that the girlfriend?
That's Virgilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
That is not what I thought it was. I thought it was Lucy.
There's no end to them.
Oh, maybe that is. Wait a minute. Is that the...
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
When I am needed most.
There's no stopping us now. Come on. Let's show them what we're made of.
I'm gonna have to do some more guiding, figuring out who that lady was.
Let them have it!
I mean, I'm pretty sure she is also a RDPS. Oh, that's not how that works, huh?
As a raging bull!
Yep, definitely should have gone as a DPS class. looks like we have like 5 tanks in this battle. Literally, 1, 2, and I think Lucia is a paladin. That is literally... That's literally 3 tanks. That's what... So what? Is there not a single healer in this? That's awesome.
Before the sun.
I wish I could use that ability. That seems rather useful. So that's just a survival fight. Okay. Because, yeah, I definitely picked the wrong one. Don't do that as a tank. I mean, I guess you could, but...
A worthy adversary! Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death.
I like her. No chill.
Sadu her tune.
Simp.
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan?
Nailed it.
Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
It's gonna be one long train of prisoners. Or wounded. Or both.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain.
That's where that saying came from.
800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi, after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated.
Huh. A mechanic aetherite crystal.
The chosen, forsaken.
I want that axe. Where do I get it?
In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
Guard them all. Maybe, instead of Rome, it's Russia? But like a super advanced Russia.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
Bruh, you're in enemy territory. You're trying to name the town center. The abandoned town center that already has a name. But there it is, can't broken glass. Attunement. shouldn't be long before we have a decent camp with so many helping hands. I was concerned the snow might hinder our progress, but our Ishgardian friends are used to working in conditions like these. In spite of the obstacles we faced, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little farther and we will reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss a course of action with Lucia. You might ask Y'shtola and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp. Alice and I will meet you there. A meeting, yes, I'll make my way over once my head is cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. 'Tis the monstrous tower on the horizon, jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. Much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Aether flows unceasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Ha, June and winter. You will be pleased to know most of the Tempered have been quartered inside the nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled at this first sign of trouble, though it seems to me they left far too many useful possessions behind. Aye, although there is no conclusive evidence, I so strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned a meeting? I'll make my way there. Hell's bells, this place is bloody freezing. Rather be tied to the topmast in a storm than suffer this cold any longer. Anyone who can spare a swig of rum, that'll sort me right out. The tempered soldiers are sleeping soundly while they undergo treatment. There are too many to attend at once, but I and the other healers will see to all eventually. Virgilia is in our care, along with the rest of the Tempered. Glory to Garlemald, glory to Garlemald. They still whisper in their sleep, even as they writhe in pain. Roban taught me a lot about military strategy during exercises in the fringes. Coordinating units with wildly different capabilities, surveying and securing hostile terrain, that sort of thing. Now I have the chance to put his teachings into practice. We've asked the Ironworks members and some of our other comrades to stay with the airships. In the event we are discovered, we must be ready to move them swiftly to a safer location. This is all that remains of Laturium. Homes become empty husks. If this is the state of the outlying villages, I dread to think what has become of the capital. Probably Elden Ring. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twould be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position.
Yeah, taking up camp in a town.
That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Yeah.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
That too.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
'Twould be my honor to be of service. Though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
Yes.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
It's funny because, that's a lie. If there are any survivors, we will surely find them. Extensive travels is something of an understatement, but I suppose if there's nothing else that needs doing. Ice fields! I love ice fields! Oh wait, no I don't. I'll be mature.
I have faith that you will, and look forward to greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
Considering I can literally be a rogue. With full stealth. Hopefully my level is maintained course. Gods be good if it's this cold with Tataru's clothing. I dread to think how we'd fare without it. I must remember to thank her when next we meet. It makes me realize, too, that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them, and quickly. I've never thought myself much of an explorer, though I suppose my adventures have taken me to all sorts of strange and distant places. With that in mind, traversing an ice field should be a simple feat. So it's into the Oblin Rime we go. But where do we even start looking in such a place? And with that, I think that will conclude our stream for the day. I'm going to spend a little bit of time catching up some of my other characters, and then tomorrow we'll pick up right where we left off. So, thank you one and all, and I'll see you tomorrow.